All right, so you've given us quite the collection here. It's like someone took a bunch of notes, ripped them up, threw in some stuff from a whole different story, and then maybe let their, I don't know, pet goldfish swim through it for good measure.
Yeah, it's a lot. Definitely a challenge, but the kind we love to dig into, right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, where else are you going to find a world where the army thinks humans are garbage, the Joker's apparently the good guy, for now at least, and the Yakuza is running around with superpowers.
And let's not forget the Amazon family, whatever's going on with this Amatsukuni. And did I see something about aquatic people in there too?
You did. Oh, and floating Japans. Don't forget the floating Japans. It's like someone hit the cosmic spring cleaning button a little too hard and the whole universe is having a yard sale. But hey, that's what we're here for, right?
Yeah, exactly. To sort through the crazy and see if we can find any kind of narrative thread in all this.
Exactly. So everyone listening, buckle up. This is going to be one wild ride. All right, let's start with, I guess, the most basic thing. There's an army involved, and they seem to really dislike humanity.
Yeah, like really dislike. One of the notes straight up says they're cleaning up the world and that humans are trash. Talk about starting things off with a bang, huh?
Yeah, not exactly subtle. And right after that, I mean, this is where it gets weird. There's this line about enjoying a California roll.
I know, right? It's like apocalyptic war, mass extermination, and hey, anyone want sushi? So strange.
It's so jarring. Like, what is the tone here? Is this person making light of the situation? Are they just completely unfazed? It's a little detail, but man, it's creepy.
Definitely sets a certain mood. And then boom, right into a personal attack. Worst grandpa in history. God, wonder what Grandpa did to deserve that one.
Right, like there's some serious family drama mixed in with all this end-of-the-world stuff. But okay, here's where things go completely sideways. The Joker is saving people.
Yeah, that's the part where I had to reread the note like 3 times. Because, come on, it's the Joker. Mr. Chaos himself.
Exactly. So what's he up to? There's no way this isn't part of some elaborate, twisted plan.
Oh, there's a plan, for sure.
Yeah.
The question is, whose plan is it? Because there's this immediate shift to worrying about the Yakuza, especially someone named Roz, who seems to be, well, not acting themselves.
So is the Joker a bigger threat than a superpowered Yakuza, or is this like picking your battles? Roz must be really bad news if they're prioritizing him over the Joker.
And speaking of superpowered Yakuza, this is where it gets really wild.
Yeah.
Yakuza Superman, Yakuza Green Lantern, Yakuza Aquaman, Yakuza Flash. It's like someone took a comic book, shook it up, and threw it at Japan.
And then just casually mentioned Wonder Woman is on their side. Like, oh yeah, no big deal. Just got an Amazonian princess on speed dial.
But then there's this weird contradiction. One minute they're worried about these superpowered Yakuza. The next they're calling them frogs in a well, saying they're naive and don't understand the bigger picture.
And there's a lot of confidence, maybe a little too much, about knowing the Yakuza's powers better than they do. It makes you wonder, who is this we that keeps popping up? And what's their connection to all of this?
Right. It's like they're almost bragging. And then we get this explanation, or at least their version of it. They were in feudal Japan, came back through some kind of dimensional rift, and now we have floating Japan and all sorts of space-time weirdness.
And of course, they brought their bat gear with them, because why not? It's not every day you get to take a trip to Yakuza land, right?
And is that a real place? A dimension?
Yeah.
A state of mind? Who knows? But okay, so we've got the army, the Joker, superpowered Yakuza, and now it turns out the Yakuza are having their own internal power struggles too.
Right, like the Dumazugumi, who apparently weren't much of a challenge. But then there's the Amazon family, and their leader didn't buy into whatever the Yakuza Kool-Aid.
Right, so not everyone's on board with this whole superpower thing. This leader's a real problem now, a thorn in their side. And their next target is Amatsukuni.
So we go from this super-powered showdown to a lunch order. There's a note about someone wanting ubu, which I guess is some kind of sushi, and someone named Bari has to eat it all.
Yeah, it's like, whoa, hold on, what? This intense conflict, and then, bam, sushi time. It's a weird little detail that sticks out.
And then, just to keep things interesting, a turtle shows up with an ancient Oracle Bone script from the aquatic people. You can't make this stuff up.
You really can't. So now we have aquatic people involved. What's the message? Is this a threat, a warning, a plea for help?
And then there's a mention of a duel with someone called Aqua Dragon. It's like every note is a new layer of crazy on top of the last one.
It really is. And then it shifts again. We get these, I don't know, philosophical musings about a world without emotions, without love, without pain.
Yeah, like a sudden glimpse into someone's inner thoughts makes you wonder what they've been through, what's driving them.
And then we have Shinran casting a spell at sunset, hiding unfulfilled wishes. There's definitely a sense of melancholy there, a hint of something deeper going on beneath all the action.
Okay, so then we get introduced to Diana, and it's clear this isn't just some random enemy. They have history, they were friends, there's a connection to this Hagan family. It feels personal.
Yeah. They used to play together by Lake Enokashira, and now she's trying to rule the skyward sea. Talk about a glow-up.
And there's this mention of an oil boon from the big boss from Amatsukuni. So it seems like Diana's been promised power, influence, maybe even a whole underwater kingdom.
And the response to her ambition is pretty telling. Living underwater has definitely gone to your head. Like, they just can't even take her seriously. There's definitely a sense of betrayal there, maybe even a bit of hurt.
But it's more than just hurt, right? It feels like they still care about Diana. They don't want to fight her.
Right, and the fight itself is so emotionally charged. Taunting each other, bringing up the past, Diana saying she has a duty, but asking for forgiveness. It's rough.
And even though Diana seems confident, there's this observation that she still has doubts. It's like no matter how much she tries to convince herself, she's not sure if she's doing the right thing.
And then that weird jump, jump, jump. What was that about? A signal, a distraction, a last-ditch effort to get through to her.
Okay, and finally, we get the sense of a bigger team coming into play. Nightwing, Zeshikai, Red Hood, Red Robin. These are definitely not your average Yakuza names.
Right. It's like a whole other level of operation going on here. They're coordinating, moving towards the Yakuza tower. Someone's returned. They sent Dumas Dudao somewhere. It feels like we're just seeing the tip of the iceberg.
So, to try and sum this all up, we've got an army that hates humanity, a possibly good Joker, super-powered Yakuza with their own internal drama, dimensional travel, floating islands, aquatic people, and a whole lot of personal baggage on top of it all.
It's like if you took every genre, threw it in a blender, and then added a dash of, I don't know, existential angst.
Yeah.
And we've only just scratched the surface.
Exactly. There are so many unanswered questions. Who is this we that seems to be at the center of it all? What's the Joker's real game? What happened in feudal Japan? Where did these superpowers come from? What do the aquatic people want?
And will Bari ever finish all that sushi? The world needs to know.
Oh, okay, maybe not that one. But seriously, folks, if you had to pick one of these threads to follow, which one would it be? What connections are you seeing that we might have missed? What do you think is the ultimate goal here?
Because one thing's for sure, this is just the beginning. This spring cleaning is far from over. And thanks to you for bringing us these amazing, insane, utterly fascinating notes. It's been a wild ride, and we can't wait to see where it goes from here.
Keep those theories coming.
Army cleanse the world of all the human filth. Feel free to enjoy some California rolls while you're at it.
You are seriously like the worst grandpa ever!
Hold up. So you're saying it was the Joker who actually saved your butt?
It's never simple with him. I'm sure it must be part of some bigger scheme.
Well, we can't just let him run loose, can we?
No, but dealing with the Yakuza takes priority right now.
Especially given who's behind all this. Roz is insane.
So we have Yakuza versions of Superman, Green Lantern, Aquaman, and Flash?
While I'm glad Wonder Woman is on our side, it still won't be easy.
Wrong. This should be a simple win. We already know the extent of their abilities better than anyone.
So what?
The Yakuza League is like the proverbial frog born in a well. They know nothing outside the world in which they live. They lack practical combat experience, and that's a weakness we can take advantage of.
I get it. They don't know what it's like to fight against the most cunning badass of all time.
At the time when we returned from feudal Japan, we were exposed to an energy, a space-time pulse that was being emitted from the Quake engine. That's why we can see Japan in the sky, as well as travel safely through the fissure in space-time. And the same goes for whatever we're holding on to as well.
Which means we can take all of our bad gear with us to Yakuza land too. I like the sound of that.
I have something prepared for you, gentlemen.
I do hope you enjoyed my presentation.
Yes, thank you, Alfred.
Well,
Fine job extinguishing the Dumuzu Gumi.
It was hardly a challenge at all. That leaves the Amazone family.
She is the only one among you who failed to embrace the Yakuza's ruthless way of life. Perhaps overlapping the different dimensions didn't go as smoothly as I thought.
She's been a thorn in our side. I'll deal with her.
Yes. And once Hinamoto is brought under a single banner, next will be Amatsukuni. Invading and conquering the obnoxious blight in our skies should be quick work for you.
Yesterday, some of the Yakuza from Amatsukuni stirred up trouble. They were dressed in ridiculous bat and clown outfits. Judging by their actions, they are nothing but fools with no respect for our ways. As you have said, leaving them alive will not prove useful to us in any way.
Exactly right.
And also, you said their world is like ours, filled with a rabble of Yakuza thugs.
Yes?
Then I will crush them without mercy. The weak shall perish and the strong thrive, as the rule of all Yakuza rings true.
I trust you will not fail.
Rest assured Amatsukuni will crumble and fall under a hailstorm of our warriors.
Then see to it. Ubu?
Yes, sir.
The sushi. Make sure Bari has a full stomach.
He'll be happy with that.
My lady, may I have a moment? Quietly, please. Our guest is still asleep. There is a turtle at the gates. A turtle? Right. An oracle bone script. Such an antiquated way of sending a message. Ma'am, it's from the aquatic people. Very well. Tell Asa I accept the request. I have been challenged to a duel. Asa the Aqua Dragon wants to settle things.
I thought I was clear when I said one-on-one.
She is here to be a witness.
Aww.
Diana, I will first ask if you'd agree to join the Hagane family. We've known each other since we were young. I can put in a good word for you.
You two were friendsies?
We once played together in the waters of Lake Inokashira. I don't want to hurt you.
Oh, don't flatter yourself. How did you get dragged into this Yakuza mess anyway? The great Oyabun of your gang is from Amatsukuni. I hope it was worth throwing away your pride.
I want to rule the Skyward Sea.
The sea?
It's a strange thing. I've known nothing but the waters of this lake my whole life. But whenever I look up to the sea, it feeds a fire deep within my soul. As though there's another world out there. One where I live as king of the great ocean. There are days it's all I think about. I will make that sea my territory. And to have it, I will submit to Ra's as great Oyabun.
Asa, you act as though you're some pillar of society. But that's just your ego talking. Living underwater has swollen your head.
I'd expect you to say something like that.
Don't you worry. I'll drain that big head of yours.
You're so cool!
You're out of your depth!
Prepare to meet your maker, Asa!
You've got some real fight in you, Diana.
My girl!
Jessica.
There's no way that Diana, the surrogate mommy with a heart of gold, can just sit back and watch her precious
Forget
children
about
die.
us! Destroy her, Oyabun!
Keep fighting! Take her down!
Here for you, pay us no more!
Well, if you guys aren't gonna fight fair, then you won't mind if I join in too!
I have a duty to see this through. So please, forgive me, ladies.
You haven't changed at all since you were a kid, have you? Even if you think you've got it all figured out, there is still doubt in your heart.
You're not the man you once were.
It's time to say your prayers, Diana.
Quit jumping all over the place! Now, feel my fury! Consulting!
Hello!
Kensashi!
Nightwing, you take Zeshika.
I'm on it!
Red Hood, Red Robin, you two head for the Yakuza Tower.
Got Roger that!
I'm glad we made it in time.
You came back!
When the hell did you do that? I have sent Dumusdudeo to